Hey guys, a little video on timescales for fat loss. Right, so as a rough guide, all right, they say, the world of knowledgeable people, that half a pound to a pound of fat loss per week is average, all right, and quite acceptable, and that is very true, all right. So I want you to think about how much scale weight you would like to drop, and then put that into weeks, right? So just say you wanted to lose a stone, that's 14 pounds, all right. So if you're going to go for the half to a pound, let's just take the half as the worst case scenario, that would be 28 weeks, all right. And if you lose a pound a week, that's 14 weeks, all right. So between 14 and 28 weeks to lose 1 stone of body fat, right? However, you also need to take into account any lifestyle things that are going on at that across the course of that 14 or 28 weeks, all right. So do you ever watch housey programs, like the renovation programs, right? They're always like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it on a budget of £50,000, I'm going to do it in like 6 weeks, and then inevitably life gets in the way. Like they need to live in a caravan, one of them always gets pregnant, right? It always costs them like 3 times their budget, etc, etc, all right. So I need you to be realistic with your goals. If any of you want to chat about this, by the way, just give me a shout, all right? We're always up for a chat. So you also need to take into account, like I said before, anything that's going on party wise, right? So if you wanted to absolutely nail everything, right, over the course of 14 weeks, now 14 weeks isn't actually that long, right? 3.5 months. You could literally go 3.5 months without not having a drink, without not having a party, hibernating, right? Especially in this type of weather, it's quite easy to hibernate, right? So you could actually do that if you wanted to, all right. But that's actually quite hard for a lot of people because we're social biddies, right? And we don't want to feel deprived, and we like a wee party, etc, etc, every now and again, all right. You also need to take into account any time that you're going to be a dick, right? Now that again it's a very individual thing, right? But if you've got a whole load of stress going on in your home life, or a whole load of stress going on at work, right, it's going to be quite easy to go off the rails a wee bit every now and again. So you need to take that into account as well, all right. What we don't want to do is we don't want to set a time scale and then it just gets either too overwhelming or we didn't actually manage it because we haven't factored in any partying or any nights out or any holidays or any weekends away, all right. So I just want you to reassess where you're at, and I don't want you to feel guilty neither for reassessing where you're at. So like I said, there's 2 ways to do it, right? You can be totally focused, nailing everything, and you still didn't actually have control over whether you're going to lose half a pound or a pound every week because there's too many outlying factors. But you could be literally all over everything, right? Totally focused, and that's absolutely bloody amazing. But you need to decide whether you want to change your lifestyle to get that fat loss, like completely change your lifestyle. So cut out all socialising, up your training at the gym, and pretty much live the life of a hermit or a nun, right, to get to your fat loss goal. And then you need to think about what you're going to do when you get to your fat loss goal. Or do you want to cut yourself some slack and maybe have a weekend off every 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, but delay your fat loss, right? Because that is also cool. It's really about what's been manageable, what is manageable for you. So when people say timescales, it's very individual. It depends on you as a person. It depends on your life. It depends on the situation that you're in. It depends on your work. It depends on your family. It just depends on a lot of things. So I want you to all just take 5 minutes to reassess your goals, reassess how much fat loss you would like to lose, and then think about a time scale. So like I said, if you want to lose a stone, 14 pounds, half that, 28 half pounds, right? So that's going to give you 28 weeks. But I would probably add in 1 to 2 months on top of that to allow for any partying, etc. All right. Now, also just bear this in mind that fat loss taking a wee bit longer to lose the fat isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. All you're doing is managing your goals to fit in around your lifestyle. You're just being realistic, and that is a good thing. All right. As always, guys, just shout.